Hey team, how are you? Hey, so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about commitment. I know for so many of you that you started your business with an excitement, that you had this dream or this need, that you knew that this business could be that tool to help you get there. We've got so many ways for your commitment to grow. Absolutely. And it's so exciting. We really believe in community. We believe that this will help you feel like you've got great support and not feel like that you're on an island alone trying to figure it out, right? So one of the biggest things that I always try to do is to get us involved very quickly in being able to see this one plexus in this community that we have. But what I see so often, we as a team do like the rally cry here in Dallas-Fort Worth area, and we've got opportunity meetings all around. We've got some big ones coming up. We've got convention coming up, different things like that. But often when we go to these meetings, these events, convention, all these different things, all these different opportunities, we get really pumped up and motivated. I know I do. I was just at an event this past week, an all-day event, and I got so excited and motivated and inspired. And that's what those are for. They are for you. They're kind of like give you that gas to get going again and to keep moving forward. But a lot of times what happens with that is that we have this commitment, and we're saying that, hey, we are all in. And maybe you did that whenever you first got started. You were like, man, I am flying with this business. I can do this. I know I can do it. If she can do it, I can do it. Like, I'm all in. But then we get back to our norm, right? Our normal lives, and that norm begins to set in. And we get busy with our schedules. Life throws us a curveball that we weren't expecting. Maybe, our kiddos get sick, or we get sick, or we have different types of family matters that come up, or job circumstances that come up. And we begin to live our days in survival mode, and our commitment, it just gets lost. We can all be together giving these great high fives and stating our goals and handshaking on being accountable to each other. But when we go back to our normal life, if we don't intentionally stay aware of our habits and the way that we discipline ourselves, that excitement, that motivation, it's going to fade. It happens every time. It's this really big high, but then it doesn't mean that we have to stay on this high of, just craziness of inspiration and motivation. But what it does mean is that whenever we give in and we say we are fully committed, we are going for it. I mean, how many times have you been at convention and you said, next year, I'm going to be at this promotion. I'm going to be at this goal. I'm going to be walking that stage, and you feel it and you see it and you can touch it and taste it and you want it. And then you come home and everything changes because you go back into your norm. You go back into your circumstances. Those things, we have to learn what that commitment looks like and what it looks like every single day for our lives, for those goals to come to be and to become reality. I love how Ray Heilig, I don't know if y'all listen to his podcast, but I love how he defines commitment. It is just the best definition, I think, of commitment. And he says that commitment is doing the thing you said you'd do long after the mood you set it in has left you. So when you're excited, whenever you have this vision, you've inspired, somebody motivated you, and you were committed in that mood, in that timing of that happening, commitment is sticking with it and doing it way after that moment, way after that event, after those things have left, after you don't feel motivated anymore. Commitment is in that piece of it, making it happen. That's good, isn't it? I just love that. So how many of you can say like, wow, like that really hits home for me? Because I promise that excitement and that newfound sense of motivation that you get at meetings and events and convention, they will fade unless you know how to stay committed. It's your dreams, guys. It's your goals. So it's only natural that it's you that must do the work to stay committed. I mean, I believe in you. I believe in you so much. There's so many of you that I just like, come on. I believe in you. I know you can do it. I know that you have the potential. I know that it is in you. But you know what? I can't make you be committed. That has to come from within you. It comes from you. I think for all of us, that we know how easy it is to be committed when we're doing great, right? Maybe we start our business and we begin to post and we share and people are messaging us and they're wanting to know what we're doing and it's just doing great. But then a few weeks later, it's like crickets, right? And no one is liking our post. And we really have an emotion into that. If we don't get likes, that changes our mood. It changes our mindset. If we get lots of likes, that makes us feel better. We cannot live on that emotional roller coaster in this business. If we're reaching out to friends and they're not responding, it's hard to be committed in those valleys of this business. And guys, it's not just this business. That's in life. You're going to have highs and lows. It doesn't matter where you're working today, if you're an employee or an employer, but this home-based business, you cannot really set that commitment up around those emotions of those things that are going on. You and I mean, we've got to learn how to be committed and stay committed. We have to know how to stay motivated every single day, how to be inspired every single day. We can't just be committed until it gets hard. We can't be committed only if it fits into our schedule. We can't be committed just one day a week. Commitment is an ongoing trait that you must continually discipline within yourself for that to be. Another thing that Ray Halleck says is that commitment is doing whatever it takes as long as it takes. And I've thought so much about this. I've been doing this business for 3.5 years. I think it's 3 years and 7 months now. And my husband and I were talking about it just this weekend because, I mean, I am more committed today than I was my very first day. And my commitment only deepens, only continues, only gets me more excited, more motivated, inspires me. Like, I have found ways to stay in the game. And I want you to find those ways as well to stay in the game. And hopefully just talking about some of this today will do that for you. But commitment, guys, it's an action. Commitment to me is a verb. It is doing something. No one will ever know you're committed to something unless they see you actively pursuing that you're committed to. That's when people know that you are committed. And I mean, have you ever thought about that? I was thinking about this whenever I was getting ready to come and share with you guys. You know, we know that the dash between the date that we were born and the date that we go to be with the Lord, or the date that we die, it's the dash that is the most meaningful. And I was just thinking about it. I wonder if people would say, yeah, Melissa Shaver, she was a committed soul. Like, she was committed to her business, to her team, to developing people, to sharing her passion. I mean, I want people to know that about me, but they would never know it unless they saw me in action. And so you have to see and pursue that. I can say all day long that I'm passionately committed to this health regimen and sharing it with friends, but it's not until I actually take the products consistently every single day and share with everyone I meet that my commitment will be known. It's going to be known by me first and foremost, which is only going to build inspiration and motivation, because I'm going to have a story. I'm going to have a journey. I'm going to have an experience that I'm going to want to share with other people. But that commitment's going to also be seen by others. You've heard people say, I'll tell you what you're passionate for by looking at your checkbook. If you'll allow me to look at your bank statement or your checkbook, I'll tell you what you're passionate about. Well, I feel that same way, that I can tell you what you're committed to by seeing you in action. What you are committed to. I mean, what would others say that you're committed to? Just think about that a little bit. How would they define that? My actions will always define my commitments, right? And so will yours. My lifestyle will always show my commitments. I mean, if you know me, if you've heard me, if you're personal friends with me, if you're on my team, you know that I'm committed to clean eating and to keeping my body really strong, and to teaching and developing leaders, to sharing my passion for Jesus Christ. And you'll see my commitment by my schedule. You'll see my commitment by my actions. People will be able to define you and define me by our commitment and our actions of what we do every single day. Your actions will tell you what you're committed to. And your lack of action to your business will tell you that you're committed to status quo, possibly, or to mediocre, or to just getting by. Commitment to your business, to your goals, to your dreams, it means getting out of your comfort zone. It means going beyond normal. It means pushing yourself to be a better you every single day. So I want to take a few minutes to talk about ways that you can stay committed to your business, ways that you can make sure to succeed and meet every goal that you put in front of you. The first thing is mindset. And guys, I really do. I feel like that this is the one thing that brings every person down. Mindset is the one thing that will say, I'm out, I'm done. Because if we have negative mindset, if we've got all of this baggage from our past and our experiences and how we've defined ourselves, how we've allowed others to define ourselves, that will bring anyone to a place to quit because it's too hard to overcome. And I will tell you, changing your mindset, it's a discipline, it's a process. It can be hard, but it's worth working through it. It is. To lose, every level of commitment if you don't make these adjustments. That mindset that you may have is a mindset that has you saying, I can't, or maybe this business isn't for me, or it brings in that self-doubt. We've talked about so many great books that, I'll even share some of those with you real quick, that if mindset is an issue for you, these are things that I would ask you to read and to really work through. Maybe do a book club with people on your team or some friends or different things like that. One of those is What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. This is a great book. It goes into some of the sciences behind, but just how we've been defined since the beginning of being born, and in our environments and our family and teachers and people that, kind of raised us up as we were growing up. Switch on Your Brain is a really great technical science-y type of a book. It's fantastic. The Key to Peak Happiness, Thinking, and Health. And then another great one is by Jennifer Rothschild, Self-Talk, Soul Talk. This is a fantastic one. It's a really great read as well. So those are some great ones that I would say, get into those books and get the audio books if you don't enjoy reading. But that is ways for you to be able to begin to change your mindset and really be in a place where you can thrive, where you can be fully committed in your business. You've got to learn to discipline your mind. We all have to learn to discipline our mind. Our mind is so powerful. I mean, scripture even talks around that. The way that our mind thinks, our body will follow. And so you'll see a lot of people that aren't being successful in different areas of our life, but I think we really see it kind of highlighted in our business because of our mindset. Our actions will follow what our mind believes. And so it's really important. You can change it. You can change your mindset. So you've got to learn how to rid out that negative self-talk and override it with positive. Affirmations, guys, affirmations are a must for you. You need to be saying these every single day. As soon as you wake up, you need to say them throughout the day, on your way to a meeting, as you're getting ready to talk to some new friends, or you're sharing plexus in your business opportunity with them. You need to be sharing them. Many of you know I love the app Think Up. It allows you to write your own affirmations, record your affirmations. They have a library of affirmations that you can use as well. I love writing my own and then recording those. And you need to listen to those. You need to listen to them while you're getting ready in the morning, while you're driving in your car, getting ready for your day, whatever that looks like for you. But you've got to learn to remove those fearful thoughts and the self-doubt. You've got to remove that and replace it with positive affirmations. Many people, myself included, love to use scripture, love to use truth as affirmations of who you are and your significance and your worth and your value. So you get yourself into that state of believing in yourself. And then you do, for your business, you've got to move that on through believing in this company, believing in our products, believing in this opportunity, our compensation plan. You've got to know that you've been created, guys, to do great things. Put yourself around people who are positive and will support your efforts, right? Get rid of the negative noise, what you're listening to, the people that are speaking into you. If they're negative, if they're sabotaging, you need to remove that and get with people who will love you and support you and encourage you. Get mentors or coaches. Bring people around you that can help develop you and speak just expertise and experience of this into your life and into your business. Every time you talk with a prospect, every negative response, every promotion that you get from silver to gold to senior gold up to ruby, senior ruby, emerald, every one of those, every new level of leadership as you grow your team, it all comes with new areas that you realize that your mindset needs to adjust and change, because we all have issues as we develop, as we get more successful, as we work through why we feel the way that we do whenever people respond in ways that we weren't expecting. We've got to work through all those. There's not one person that is not continually always working on their positive mindset. Nobody. So you need to get started on doing that today. Everything that's new comes some form of fear or self-doubt or the unknown. And so you've got to get control of this. You've got to discipline your mind if you want to be successful. Okay? So the second thing is set your goals. I mean, if you want to be committed to this business, if you want to be all in and stay all in, guys, set your goals, refine those goals continually. Know what you need to do for your next promotion. Know what goals that you need to have in place for that to happen, right? How are you going to hit the target if you don't know what the target is? You've got to know that. You need to know exactly what you're going after, the promotion, the commissions, how many people need to be on your team, how many ambassadors, how many customers, what areas do you need to develop yourself as a leader? Where do you need to expand your network to meet new people? Know your goals to be able to accomplish your dreams in the place that you're going, right? The next thing is focus on your future. Sorry, I had to look at my notes for just a second. So focus on your future. What you focus on is what you feel. So you cannot, don't focus on what you don't have, right? Focus on your future and be grateful every single day. Be grateful for today, the things that you've learned, the experiences that you've had, the yeses, the nos, the getting out of your comfort zone. You need to be grateful for your team, for your customers, for your learning experiences, for the community that is wrapped around you, how you're being developed. Be grateful for those things. Don't focus on the negative. Focus on the positive. Focus on the future of where you're going, not what's happened in the past. Gratitude, oh man, guys, gratitude changes the course of every situation. Every day, gratitude can change your mindset, can change your responses, can change your perspective. Even if it's a hard day, get out of your past and move into where you want to go. And you've got to strive for it. Your feelings, I promise, your feelings will deceive you. If you wake up in the morning and you don't feel motivated to reach out and share and train yourself or meet new friends, I promise the motivation isn't going to come. You've got to put yourself into action. Motivation comes when you get into action. So you've got to be disciplined to always be active, not based off of your feelings, based off of discipline of knowing what you need to do. You know exactly what you need to do every single day with this business. Your IPAs, your income producing activities, reaching out to friends, sharing your passion for Plexus, being a product of the product, posting your journey on Facebook, sharing different aspects of your life and your business and your experiences with these products, following up with people, building relationships, training yourself, developing yourself, training your team. Guys, it's not a lot, and it doesn't take a lot of time. We always say that if you will give 1 hour to your business every single day, you can be successful. But it's intentional time within that hour. It's not scrolling Facebook. It's not thinking through what you're going to do. It's knowing what you're going to do and doing it in that hour. Not looking at the past and the things that are happening, but moving into the future. And I love what scripture says towards this. And some of you guys probably know these scriptures, but I want to share this with you because I think we really do get stuck of focusing on the past or focusing on our failures, not focusing on our future and the things that God's calling us to do. And I love what Isaiah 43:17-18 says. It says, remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I am doing a new thing. This is God speaking. I am doing a new thing. It springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Can you not see that God is doing new things? Don't focus on the past, but strive for the future. And the other one that's just a favorite scripture of mine is Philippians 3. In Philippians 3, 16-18 says this. 13-16. It says, I do not consider that I have not made my own, but one thing I do. One thing. That's all Paul says. It's one thing that I do. I forget what lies behind, my past, everything that I've done. And he did so many things that he wanted to forget, right? I mean, he has a really hard resume in his past. He says, forgetting what lies behind and straining forward to what lies ahead, I press on towards the goal. And that's what you and I need to do. We need to press on towards the goal and take action and be active. Activity brings the motivation. Getting out of your comfort zone gets you excited because it brings courage and confidence and makes you want to do more. So giving that up and being able to see that and see what it can do for your future. You know, Olympians, they do very disciplined actions every single day. They don't focus on how they feel about doing those actions. They don't say, man, I've done enough of that today, or I'm sick of doing the same thing over and over again. No, they know that doing those actions and being disciplined in that every single day will bring them the gold medal, will make them a champion. So don't let your emotions lead you, because you'll never be successful with that. You will not be successful if you base your business off of how you feel and your emotions. You cannot tie your business with your emotions. And then lastly, guys, we need to be accountable. We need to be accountable. So you need to find someone to monitor your progress. You need to share your goals with them openly and be held accountable to those, right? Hopefully you're working with your upline. If you're not working with your upline, to be accountable to them, or a sideline that is a close friend of yours. And don't be accountable to someone that's just a yes person. Don't be accountable to someone that just kind of checks it off. Be accountable, iron sharpening iron, that you are accountable to each other, that they're monitoring your progress, and they're really holding you to the fire to say, hey, you said that this was your goal this month or this week or today. Like, do it. You need to do it. So share those actions with them and make the adjustments that you need to make to hit those goals. But guys, make sure that you're celebrating those victories in your day, even the smallest of victories. If you do your IPAs today, celebrate that. Celebrate getting out of your comfort zone, facing your fears, Be grateful for the good week of building relationships. Guys, this is key. Everything we do is around building relationships with people. We are a relationship marketing company. That is what we do. And for me, that's the joy of what I do, is meeting new people, building new relationships, hearing their story, hearing what they're doing, what they want to do, what their dreams are, how maybe I can help them through that. That stuff excites me. But this is key for you understanding. You need to be grateful and celebrate building those relationships. But this is the key piece of being successful. Make sure that you're focusing on the activity, not on the results, right? Focus on actively meeting new people, sharing plexus, sharing your passion towards it. Focus on the activity, not the results. Because if you're active every single day of every single week, the results will come. I promise. I promise the results will come. Eric Worre, which this is another thing. If you have not read these books, I highly recommend this. Eric Worre, Go Pro, excellent book that you need to be reading if you haven't. Millionaire by Halftime is another fantastic book. That if you have not read that, about activity. But Eric Worre really speaks about the 90 days, that if you are active for 90 days, the fruit of your labor will be seen. You will see the fruit. And that's so important. And then there's a third book that I gave away to one of my level ones, so I'm going to have to buy some more, but it's Sarah Robbins. It's excellent. Rock Your Network Marketing Business. So one of those three are fantastic, but it's all around being fully committed to being active and building those relationships, and the results will come. So guys, be committed. Yes. If you want this business, if you want this opportunity, if you want to make $200, $500, $1,000, you can do it. It's yours to be able to do it, but you'll most probably need to change. You will. I do. I needed to change. I still do. There's still areas that I need to change. You'll have to learn what it means to be committed fully and completely. You'll want to change your mindset, your focus, set and share your goals and be accountable to them. But I promise it's worth it. Being committed is so worth it. You'll go places you've never gone before. You'll change in ways that will open up brand new opportunities for you that you would have never dreamed of. You'll grow so much in who you are that you'll grow in courage and in confidence. But it all starts with commitment. Every bit of that starts with you being all in, fully committed, and disciplined in a way every single day to be able to see those opportunities, to see that success, to be able to reach your goals and your dreams. So guys, let's do this. Amen. Let's do it together. You guys have a great day.